live. Let me fix the camera. Well, actually, computer. Couldn't say it. So this is number. Door cracked. Number. I have a calendar here, so it's number 97 YouTube Live yoga routine. And this morning, I prayed. I try to pray every morning. Doesn't always happen. Every morning lately. I've been years and haven't prayed and haven't done yoga every day. It's a process. It's an up and down process. But lately, ever since I started this, I usually do a quick meditation. Sometimes not. And then that's why I said usually. And I've been praying more since I've had this consistency of doing yoga every morning. And then this morning I was reading Ram Dass. Let me share the picture. Ram Dass. Good book, older book. I got this book. I didn't get it from here, $7. I think I got it from the Center for Spiritual Living for $1, but it says $7 here. This is from somewhere else, and they give books out just for $1. Might have got it free. I don't know. It's an older book, but Ram Dass is kind of the type of philosophy. Ram Dass is a person, but his philosophy is kind of what I base my yoga on. Not his philosophy specifically. It just happens to be the philosophy that allowed me to like his philosophy. And Bo Lozoff and that type of Lozoff is a person too. And the philosophy of Yogaville, right? One truth, many paths. So I was reading this quote this morning. Let me get to the quote, right? And the quote is from Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And it goes like this. Calmness of mind does not mean you should stop your activity. Real calmness should be found in activity itself. And that's from Shunryu, probably messing that name up, Shunryu Suzuki. So Shunryu is Shunryu. Shunryu Suzuki from Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. Let me show you the quote. The page number, I guess. Right? Whoops. Get it like that. So, I'm not going to explain that quote because I think that quote could be understood without an explanation. All quotes can, but I'll let the quote begin this yoga routine. So today, we're going to begin an easy pose and just focusing on the breathing, letting the mind and body become one, which is yoga. And like that activity, like that quote was saying, we're going to do movements, and you're going to allow the movements to become calm. And it's a mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat. Then we're going to stand up and we'll do mountain pose and some sun salutations, and then we'll end a mountain pose just focusing on the breathing. So an easy pose is the modification of the lotus, or it could be a pose in itself. It is a pose in itself. So hands are to the knees or in your lap. Maybe you're leaning back. Maybe you're against the wall. Maybe one leg is up. You can only do this. That stuff doesn't matter because you're going to do the best you can. And then you let go of the mindset of judgment. So once you're settled and you're doing what you can, even if you can do it physically. If you decide mentally that this is all I can do today or all I want to do today, settle in that pose, accept it, and erase all those barriers that prevent the mind and body to become one. And those barriers are judgment, self-judgment, thinking, hey, I'm not doing it right, or man, I hope I'm doing it right, or man, I'm doing it perfectly. I can do the lotus pose. And you get in it. Let go of that mindset too. And just let the mind and body connect as one, which is yoga. So the back is straight. Hands are to your knees. Maybe the hands are in your lap. Some people like to do the hands in the lap. The shoulder blades go back a little bit. And just focus on the breathing. Now your mind will wander, and you'll start to think about other things. And when you realize you're thinking about other things, just gently bring your focus back to the breathing. And you tilt the head to the right. Right ear is the right shoulder, back is straight. Shoulders are level, so the left shoulder is down. So you're not doing this unless you have to. And just focus on the breathing. Now here, when you're focusing on the breathing, it heightens your awareness. Make you aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck. Make you aware of what's going on in the body. Maybe you have an issue with your lower back, or your knee, or your foot, or your shoulder, or whatever. You're just focusing on the breathing, not focusing on those things. You're aware of them, but you're not focused on them. You can take the right hand, place it to the side of the head. Relax the arm here, and let the weight of the arm bring the head down. And just focus on the breathing. Now, naturally, you might be pulling. Try not to pull, but if you are, try not to pull too much. Just focus on the breathing. Heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck. Makes you aware of what's going on in the body. Makes you aware of what's going on around you. But you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. And then go ahead and release. Now tilt the head to the left. Left ears to the left shoulder. Right shoulder's down, back is straight, or as straight as you can get it. Shoulders are level. Do the best you can. Let go of the mindset of judgment. All those are barriers. It prevents the mind and body from becoming one. So once you're settled, you accept. Then you just focus on the breathing. And that focus heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of the stretch in the right side of the neck. What's going on in the body. Focus on that stuff. You're just aware of it. You're focusing on the breathing. Now this is a mindset, so bring the left hand to the side of the head. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So this is a mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat. Be aware. And then what happens is that you become the watcher. And you're aware of what's going on. Realizing you're not the ache in your back. You're not this or that. You're just the watcher. And the way to learn that is on the yoga mat by focusing on the breathing. Heightens your awareness. Just do the best you can. Let go of judgment. Seems like a subtle move, and it is a subtle move. It's okay to be aware of subtleness. So bring the head back to center. Back is straight. Awareness is on the breathing. I'm going to tilt the head back. And this time you're not drawing the head back. You're reaching up, Chin is going straight up. Just do the best you can. Focus on the breathing. Now take the knuckles, place them under the chin, pushing up. Not pushing back, you're pushing straight up. Just focus on the breathing. Heighten your awareness. Keep on repeating that because it's important to remember. You're just focusing on the breathing. You're only aware of the stretch. You're only aware of so-called issue in your lower back. You're only aware of what's going on. You're not focused on it. That allows you to become the watcher. Drop the chin down to the chest. Keep the back straight. So try not to roll the back. Press the fingers together. Palms go to the back of the head. Relax the arms. And let the weight of the arms bring the head down. So what this is doing is just letting your body go where it goes. So you're letting go of the mindset of control, letting go of the mindset of trying to be somewhere. So you're not pushing down. Just relax, accept, just focus on the breathing. You can learn so much just from subtle movements like this. And I think they're more important. Well, I don't want to say more important, but they're extremely important. And go ahead and release. Hands back to center. They're important, just as important as the big so-called yoga poses. The so-called big yoga poses where you're doing the shoulder stand or the handstand. Those are important too. The subtleness is important as well. Now neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. The head drops down and around. Exhaling as the head goes up. You're inhaling. Focusing on the breathing, letting the movement become a form of a moving meditation. And that happens because you're focusing on the breathing, heightens your awareness, you become aware of the movement, you're becoming aware of what's being stretched as you move. So it's no longer just a neck roll, no longer just a movement. It's a form of a moving meditation. Then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up and back. Just focus on the breathing. Be aware of what's going on. Just accept how you're moving. Don't judge it. Just let the mind and body become one through this movement. And when the head goes to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. And shoulders shrug, shoulders to the ears, back down and around. Shoulders are going up. You're inhaling. Shoulders are going back and down. You're exhaling. Focused on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Linking the movement with the breathing. Letting it become a form of a moving meditation. And when shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Shoulders are dropping down. Exhale. Shoulders are going up. Inhale. Again, just focus on the breathing. Now the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight. You're elongating, you're stretching out the back. exhaling, and then as you come up, you're inhaling. Again, link this movement with the breathing. So you want to make sure the body is following the breathing, not the other way around. And eventually, it just becomes one. And the link is to focus on the breathing. So when you're focused on the breathing, you're not judging, you're not trying to be somewhere, you're just accepting. Then we go to the top, you're going to reverse, exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Focus on the breathing. And go to the top, bring yourself to center. And we do half spinal twist. So left hand's on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor instead of the back. Arm is straight. It's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. That heightens your awareness. Let you feel the stretch in the lower back. Let you feel the stretch maybe in the neck. Let you feel what's going on in the body. Maybe you have a so-called issue somewhere in the body and you feel it. But don't focus on it. Focus on the breathing. Be aware of it, but don't focus on it. And then we're going to release back to center. And we're going to do the other side. So right hand is on the left knee. Left arm goes up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor instead of the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure you're twisting the head and you're focused on the breathing. Again, that heightens your awareness. Lets you know what's going on in the body. And just accept. Accept how you're turned or twisted. And just focus on the breathing and make sure the head is twisting. Go ahead and release back to center. You're just in easy pose or however you are. Maybe you're against the wall. Maybe the leg is up. Maybe both legs are up. You're leaning back. Wherever you are, just accept where you are. Just focus on the breathing. Here, you're watching yourself breathe. So you're already breathing automatically. So you're not going to control it. Now it's natural to bring your focus to the breathing and start controlling it, but don't. Just watch it. You do this by focusing on the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Or bring your focus to the tip of the nose and just watch the air go in and out. Whatever you do, just pick one, stick to it, don't change it, just pick one. And just watch yourself breathe. We're going to stay here just a little bit longer, and then we're going to go to mountain pose and do 2 sun salutations. Then you're going to bring yourself up, and if you're on, I don't even know what that means. So if you're on a mat, or you're using a mat, you're going to go to the back of the mat. I'm sorry, you're going to go to the front of the mat. Back of the mat. I was thinking of another pose. And then you're going to go to mountain pose. So feet are shoulder width apart. Toes come up, so you're going to spread the toes as wide as you can. Then each toe touches one at a time. Knees are bent just slightly. Hips are tilted. No tension in the arms or the shoulders. And you're going to elongate it. You're going to stretch out. So you're going to think of a thread going from the top of the head throughout the body. And pull yourself up. But at the same time, you're lining the bones up. Skeleton up where the skeleton is just standing. You're just focusing on the breathing. And you bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back, inhale. You're going to exhale, hinge forward. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Forehead's going towards the knees, and you're pulling yourself in and down. And here you're letting yourself breathe. So we inhale, the belly swells with air. So it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. And you exhale, the belly goes in, and go back into the pose. So subtle movement. Be aware of that movement, but focusing on the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square. They're pushing forward diagonally. Make sure the front knee's not over the toes. If it is, you need to lengthen up, and then you arch in the back. And if you're arching, you're doing a scoop. So you're arching and pushing. And if your back is straight, you're elongating. So you're stretching the back out. I don't know why I keep on using the word elongate today. I used to use it all the time. So palms are flat, maybe you're to your fingertips, maybe you're up like this. You're just doing the best you can, focusing on the breathing. Let go of the mindset of judgment. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Heighten your awareness, let you know what's going on in the pose. You're going to go to the high lunge, so curl the toes in the back. Knee goes up. Settle here for a second or two. Then move into the downward dog. Downward dog, the heels are towards the floor. Tailbones to the ceiling. Arms are straight, legs are straight, and you are pushing into this pose. So you're pushing right to the spot, right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, accept it, and then just focus on the breathing. And then you're going to slide into the upper dog and modify it how you have to. So you drop down to the knees and the chest, you slide up. So the feet are to the floor. Palms, of course, are to the floor. If you need to do the small cobra, you go down. No pressure on the hands, so you're not pushing up. You're just bringing yourself up. Or go to hands and knees. Or just modify the upward dog how you need to. And just accept it. Let go of judgment. And back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Make sure you're letting go of judgment. No judging yourself. Accept. That's a mindset we're learning. Acceptance. So bring the left foot up between the hands. The lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight. Make sure the front knee is not over the toe. Or the back can be arched. So if the back's arched, you're pushing. If it's straight, you're reaching out. Either way, you're opening up here. You're feeling open. Even if you feel like, man, I know I'm not open. I'm closed up a little bit because of whatever. That's judgment. Let go of that. You can feel open. No matter how you look, you think you look. Openness is a state of mind. So you're going to go to high lunge, curl the toes on the back, knee goes up, bend, standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, focus on the breathing, letting yourself breathe. Palms Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale, exhale, and again, inhale, exhale, last sun salutation. We're only doing 2. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing, look at nothing else but the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet, left leg is back again. Top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward, opening up. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, you need to lengthen up some. And then just accept where you are and focus on the breathing. Again, you're feeling open. Let go of the mindset of judgment. Feel opened. And then you're going to go into the high lunge. So the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Heels towards the floor, tailbones going to the ceiling, and you're pushing into it. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. You slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Modify it how you have to, accept it, and then just focus on the breathing. Eventually I'll get music. Back to downward dog. I need to figure out the copyright. Then I got to figure out how to do it. I'm pushing into this pose. And then I'm going to bring the left foot up between the hands. Low lunge. Low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward. Opening up, make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. Then just accept where you are. Focus on the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Letting yourself breathe, focusing on the breathing. And then palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push air down and out, exhale. And you're going to go back to mountain pose. Now, again, the mountain pose, keep your shoulder width apart. That's just proper balance for you. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. Finding that spot where the skeleton is just standing. So no tension in the arms or the shoulders. If you just your skeleton, find that spot where you can stand up the skeleton. Then just focus on the breathing. Again, remember, bring your focus to the belly as you inhale. Belly expands with air. Exhale, the belly goes in. Just watch that. We'll bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Just watch that. Now again, it's natural to start controlling the breathing when you're focused on it. But let go of the mindset of control and just watch yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically, no matter if you try to control it or not. If you just let go, you're still just going to breathe. And that's what you're watching. And what happens over time and with practice, you realize you're the watcher. You're the observer. We're going to stay here just a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. No judgment, no control, just watch it. Bring the palms together. Namaste. And that is it. So that's number 97. YouTube Live Yoga Routine. And I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste. Peace and love.